Peace. Um, Peace. So today I've decided to make a video on just to include on the album of Foundation. Okay, so our topic is going to be Taqwa. Okay, so this will be episode 7 of Foundation. Let's start. Okay, so what is Taqwa? Taqwa is Arabic word of being conscious of Allah, particularly. That's our topic will be. But also taqwa is is also a similar word for ittiqa or to shell or to protect. Okay? So there is a saying in Arabic, al-wiqayatu khayrun min al-ilaj. The protection of oneself is better than the curing process. Okay? So similar meanings, conscious, fear, or uh, being aware of. Okay? So next. Mentions of taqwa in the Quran. The Quran mentioned about taqwa in many places, but I'm going to quote this one is okay. This is from Hujurat. This is from Surah Hujurat, verse number 13. Okay, so it goes like يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. O you human beings, we have created you from a male and female pair and made you nations and tribes so that you may know each other. The most generous to Allah are those with conscience of Him. It is indeed Allah, the most with knowledge, knows everything. You know, when He says the most generous to Allah, the most generous in rank. All right. So next, hadith about taqwa. Hadith about taqwa. Um, One of the um, most famous sayings about hadith. Now, if you don't know about hadith, you should go back and watch. I don't know. I think it's episode 5 or episode 4 of hadith. Okay, so it is the Prophet's teaching, and I will tell you why it is uh, credited and how it was credited and how it was documented. Anyway, so you should go back and watch the previous videos. But anyway, so he's saying, he said, "Verily your Lord is one and your Father is one, which is Adam." Okay, an Arab is not better than a non-Arab, and a non-Arab is not better than an Arab. A red man is not better than a black man, and a black man is no better than a red man, except with in taqwa, in the consciousness of Allah. Okay, so probably there's a black guy that he has a consciousness of Allah that is so much better than me, most probably, and probably there's a red guy that has um, consciousness of Allah that is or that has a better rank in the sight of Allah than me. Okay, so um, nevertheless, is also mentioned that um, ranks of people goes to the conscious of God. Okay, next, how can someone develop consciousness? Next, how can someone develop consciousness? In my opinion, I think guidance should be asked from the one who gives guidance. Okay, it is not something that um, you have control of. Um, it is a process that you should seek to search for it. But unless it is not important for you, then Okay, but seeking guidance is something that you search. You go and search for it. You don't just like sit around and you want to be guided. You read, you check, you know, you you looked into it. Okay. Next, I'll just point to two important things, which is remembrance can create consciousness of the creator. Okay. And when I say remembrance, it can be praise be to God or God Almighty or um, or thanks be to God. Now, these things they do not increase when you say God Almighty. They do not. Now, according to some guy, wonderful guy, okay, it said that these words they do not increase God's Almighty in His mightiness, but it only reminds our own self that he is already because he is already in might he does not has any decrease on it or he does not it does not increase our words does not increase his mightiness, but it does somehow make us conscious that there is a mighty God up above. Okay. This is remembrance, and when you say thank you, when you say thanks to God, you will say you it does not um it does not also like it's not like you're doing a favor to God that you're saying thanks to God. But no, you're doing a favor to your own soul, your own self, your own mind, your own conscious that you're thanking the one who created you, the one who gave you, you know, you're doing your own self a favor. Um Next. Anyway, would be next would be prayer. Can develop consciousness of the creator. Now, um a regular Muslim, okay, he have five prayers. Okay, that's timed to, you know, I think most of you guys know, but uh, what you, the recitation of the prayer itself has multiple multiple acts. A single person, um, you know. Anyway, um, again, take two. So prayer can develop consciousness of the Creator. Okay, so remember, there is a surah in Quran when Allah ordered Moses to pray. Okay, and he told him like I don't know where is it mentioned, but I remember the verse. He said that Ya Musa aqim salata li dhikri. O Moses, establish prayers for my remembrance, for you to remember me. Okay, so prayer is also something um it develops remembrance and it develops consciousness of God. And but again, lastly, I want to say when you say taqwa, it is something similar to fear of like to be aware of this the one up above and to be aware of his laws, to be, these things. I think you get my point. So anyway, so yeah, I just took 2 points, but I'm sure that taqwa there are it has several or many different ways to develop taqwa, and that's it. Again, thank you again for watching, and I won't make it any longer.